All right, good afternoon. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. So today I'm just gonna talk about ANN again and back it up with the lesson that I shared on YouTube last Thursday. So you can go back and watch my last video that I uploaded, and I showed how I used the futures market to get a strong pair versus a weak pair and then trade that. So I'm going to use a combination of the ANN tool and the looking at the futures market to show you how powerful when you understand what I'm sharing with what you can get with ANN, you will be unstoppable. Okay, so let's jump into it. So Friday, I posted on my Twitter account a trade idea. It wasn't a trade idea because the trade had already moved, but I did share this on my handle, and it was dollar Swiss. Okay, and I bought it during the New York session. That vertical line, the white line that you see, is the time that the two that I've been kind of talking about recently, that's the time they drop the confidence, right? And this Friday, if you look at the majors, we had USD Swiss being bullish, confident 0.85. Okay, so when that came out, obviously I already did my analysis, so I was already positioned on dollar Swiss. But why I positioned myself before even ANN gave the signal is what I'm going to share in conjunction with what I shared last Thursday. Okay, so if we go over here, I'm gonna put Dixie right there, and I'm gonna bring the Swiss here, right? And then on Thursday, the video that I shared, I said that you can use price action, right, to forecast a strong pair and a weak pair. Meaning, if you think price is traded into premium, you should forecast that it's going to be weak. Even though prior to it trading to premium, it will be a strong pair. So here, right, as price was going up, this was considered as a strong currency. But because it's trading into a dealing range, right, it's not going to trade above this high, although it can, but the potential is very small, right, that is going to go above this high. So as it's trading inside this fair value gap, you should be anticipating that this is going to be what, a weak pair. Okay, and then dollar index also traded into discount relative to that range there. Okay, so what I did was I anticipated that they were going to send the Swiss currency down and the dollar index was gonna go up, right? And then if you just pair them up, you get USDCHF. Okay, so during the landing session, I actually got in a bit early. Now I'm just going to point the area that I anticipated them reversing from. How I got to that, that's for my students to know, but that's where I was anticipating them to reject. So in London, using the power of 3, let me zoom in. This is midnight opening price, and then we traded down into the level that I was anticipating, shift, and then pull back up, and then this very time here, which was the right, it's 15, every candle is 15 minutes, so it actually comes out at 13:07, so it will be in that. It came out as bullish, okay, and we've already formed the low of the day, trading into that small gap over there. And then if you look at the big picture, we had an impulse like here, this was a pullback, and price was going to continue going up. Okay, so it's similar to the trade idea that I shared, I think two weeks ago. This low, that high, that's being a pullback, and then you anticipate price going above that. So we have the same scenario here. So that rejection was to come back to this high, right? And then ANN, right, the AI gave bullish for the day as well, so it was like double confirmation for me. So New York session pulled back to this gap here, and that's where my entry was. Okay, so impulse, retracement, fair value gap, auto block, buy, and then price. Obviously the market is closed, so going into next week, I think they will continue going above that high. Okay, so a combination of what I shared, anticipating weakness in a currency, strength in a currency, right, by using price action, forecasting, and then the power of an indicator as well, combined, is unstoppable. Now I'm not gonna make it so long today. Another trade that I took, right, was from that very video that I shared on Thursday, and I was talking about Aussie Yen. Okay, so let's go and I'll show you Aussie. Aussie needs to go over there, and then Yen needs to come here. Now remember, if you go, I do recommend you watch the first video, which is the one posted on the 1st of June. You will hear me say that the yen is gonna get weak, right? And the reason that it's gonna get weak is because on the daily time frame it had traded to a volume imbalance. Okay, so it's gonna gain weakness. Now if you listen to that same video, I said Aussie is gonna gain strength because it's traded to a weekly rebalancing level. Okay, so this one is going to be weak and this one is going to be strong. So if you go back to the daily, the first was there, and I posted it early in the morning, so somewhere here the video was already out, and then you can see what happened after that. And then here the video was out, and then you can see what happened after that. Right, so by using the price action, you can forecast between these two currencies that we've hit a high time frame PDRA, so it's going to reject to go up, and this is going to reject and go lower because it has hit a high time frame level, which is the daily volume imbalance. Okay, and then the trade you get with that is this. Okay, so you will see me in that video talking about two entries. One was this gap here, and the other one was right here, and one was closed there, and the other one was closed up here. And I think I shared that on my YouTube, I'm sorry, on my Twitter as well. Right, that's the entries, and that was the trade. All right, that was the first exit, and then the second exit was above that equal high. Okay, so if you combine, and let me share that one as well. On Friday, ANN gave a 91 confidence bullish. So during the New York session, let's go to the 15 minutes chart. Yeah, impulse retracement into a fair value gap, and then auto block here, retracement to that. And that was it for the rest of the day. Okay, so a combination of ANN and then using the futures market to identify areas that price is going to cause either a rejection or a continuation to a level because of where it's trading, you can forecast a bullish currency versus a bearish currency, right? So let me give you a small demonstration of what can happen in terms of going into next week, right? So I'll just randomly go into the high time frame and then give you an idea of what you can anticipate going into next week. So I'm trying to find a pair that has traded into a high time frame level. Okay, so I like CAD. Okay, so CAD is next week going to be trading above this high here. Okay, CAD is going to trade above that high there. And I want you to look at Euro. Okay, we have just formed a swing low, and then we have this as a pullback, right? So if you understand pattern, or if you've done pattern recognition, this is like seeing something like this, and then that's what this candlestick, that's what it represents. So there's a high probability price might do that over here. So going into next week, right, this might do something like this and then come back above this high, and then that might reject and then do this. So what would that give you? That would give you Euro CAD. Okay, so you can forecast that going into next week, there's a potential that Euro CAD can go up. Okay, and then what I will do with that information is come over here, go to Euro CAD, look at the higher time frame, and then see why there is a potential that Euro CAD can go up. Okay, so I can see over here we have this last down candle prior to this move up. So I have a low and I have a high, and price is now in discount. Okay, so if I drop down to the daily time frame, this will be equal low, right? But is it going to go straight and attack it and go up? No, you might get some potential rejection maybe in here, but because we have they've not turned around yet, if you go back to this, because they've not turned around yet, yes, the market can keep dropping, take out this and then reject, but that should happen next week by looking at these two and then looking at price action. So on the H4, and I'm giving you a bit of insight here. On the H4, I'm watching, or I'll be watching this high to see do we run it and then reject, and then on the H4 I'll be watching this to see a turnaround. So once I get a turnaround over here, aka like a swing low formed here and a swing high formed here, I don't care, I just come over here, and if we've turned around, there are so many things that you can use to get into a long. Okay, so it's not like you're gonna come here because it's going to turn, then you just go and then you start buying it. No, you have to see these to give you the confirmation. So for example, they might go up one more time Monday, Tuesday, give you the rejection, and as this gives the rejection, you want to come here and then see this also give a rejection. When you see that, then come to Eurocard, you will see like a swing low being formed either on the H4 or on the daily. You will see potential swing low forming over here, and then that can give you a buy. Okay, so I've just demonstrated how you can go in next week and then use price action to anticipate a strong currency versus a weak currency, right? And then obviously, if you want to learn more, feel free to reach out using my Telegram DM. Okay, reach out to me, and then I'll see what I can do for you. And if you want to also get your hands on the confidence that you're gonna get from ANN, then the link is below this video. Just click on it and then sign up, because they are running promotion right now, and maybe within a couple of weeks they're gonna lock it down and price is going to go up for these two here. So if you seen enough from myself, and I think if you go on Twitter, you will see on their page a few other traders using it. You can go and check, and if you find it helpful for your trading, then go ahead and then go for it. If it's not helpful, then obviously don't bother. Okay, but I'm confident you will find it helpful. So that's it from me. Enjoy your weekend, and may the pips follow you. Take care.